Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. We are getting ready to go on vacation in a couple days, and Michelle and I are going to have to rely on Alex and Brittany to take care of the house, the animals. And one of the things that's going to have to be done is taking care of the chickens. And we currently have the Buff Orpingtons and the Golden Comets segregated because the Buffs are still a little bit too small, and the Golden Comets kind of picked on them the two times we tried putting them together. But we had always tried putting them together during the daytime in the run. Didn't work, so I built the second run for the Buff Orpingtons until they got a little bit bigger. And Michelle and I discussed it, and we said it would really be easier on the kids. Primarily Alex, I think he'll be the one that's taking care of the chickens more, is to find a way to make it happen. So last night was our attempt at it. We waited until 9:30 when it was good and dark and put the Buff Orpingtons in with the Golden Comets in the coop. The Golden Comets were they weren't asleep, but they were all settled in. And that went off without a hitch. We put the Buffs sitting next to them, and there was no ruckus. We didn't hear any ruckus. This morning I'm out here, I don't hear a ruckus. I have not let them out yet to see how it goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give a quick clean out to the run so that we don't have a whole bunch of droppings or anything in there. And then I'm going to try to put enough stuff to keep them occupied. So here, let me show you what we have. I have 2 plates of watermelon. I have a little snack cake that has mealworms and corn in it. And then I also have a little cup of dried mealworms and a filled cup of cracked corn. So what I'm going to do is clean out that run and put this in, and hopefully between the worms and the cracked corn it will keep them occupied enough that they won't bother each other. Fingers are going to be crossed. We'll go fingers crossed on this one. Okay, we're done. It is cleaned out, and they have fresh water. They have food and cracked corn. Spread all throughout are the mealworms and the cracked corn. I put the cracked corn cake in a couple spots, the watermelon in a couple spots. It is time to give these girls a whirl and see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out first, to be honest with you. Let's see who comes out first. Who's coming out? Alright, Golden Comets, Golden Comets, Golden Comets, Golden Comets. I hear Buff Orpingtons. Oh, there you go. Come on out. Come on out. There you go. Well, the Golden Comets seem very occupied in everything. They're doing the worms. They're doing the melon. Looks like we got a little bit of everything going on, so they seem pretty good. Now it's just to see what the Buff Orpingtons do. Come on, girls. I was afraid we're going to have a little bit of this, but it's going to happen. Trying to establish that pecking order. Well, it looks like the Buffs are content to stay inside for a little bit. they got some food in here, so they're gonna chow down. I'll give a check back on them in a little bit and see what we got. Need to water the garden today. Something tore up all of my ground cloth that I had down on this end. Made a whole bunch of holes, and as a result, a whole bunch of grass is coming through. So I don't know what happened there. It was like overnight one night. But all the cucumbers and pickles are doing good. I got like 7 pickle cucumbers and 1 regular cucumber yesterday. The zucchini, they're starting. I have a couple in there, like 1 right there. Let's see if I can. There's 1. So I think there's another one coming in right here. You can see there's another one coming in right there. There's a couple, but for right now, they're just small. The eggplant, they're getting tall. And the peppers are starting. Got little baby peppers on there right now. So, little peppers on some of them. I think there's 1 over there. So there's a few with peppers. And you can see the 2 little rows of grass right there. That was where I tried carrots, and that didn't work out too good, I have to say. I don't know whether it's my fault for not taking care of it properly. I don't know. But all the other stuff is looking okay, but they're not producing. Like the tomatoes. All the tomatoes are like little small green things. So I really need those to step it up a notch. And over here, these are the jalapenos, and you got a few little ones on there. There's a few little jalapenos. They'll get there. The corn, I only planted 8 stalks of corn. You can see they got little silks coming out. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But I'm going to turn on the water so that they get a drink. So it's 10 o'clock. They're making noise, but I don't know whether it was because or directed at the Buff Orpingtons. Y'all are kind of loud. You better not be making a ruckus. You be nice to them, Buff Orpingtons.
I think there's 2. There's only 2. It's your 2.
Yeah, my 2 seem to be...
Goldie and...
Yeah, and look, they're right next to each other. Goldie and Quackity.
Yep.
The 2 culprits.
I think they're the ones that are bothering... Because there were 4 of them out here before. They could care less about them.
No, I got you. All right, well, it's been 5 hours. They still got... Well, they don't have any watermelon left, and they certainly destroyed that other plate. And... What? And I don't see any more of the mealworms, but the little mealworm corn treats. Oh, look, look, they passed it up.
They're probably full.
They might be. So let's see the babies. All right, what are we doing in here? What are we doing? You're just chilling up there, huh? All right. Well, this fan is awful loud. Oh, hi. How you doing?
You too.
Yeah, I know. My 2 faves. Don't poke at the holes in my Crocs. So, but yeah, it looks like they're kind of just chilling rolling around. Kind of just chilling on top of the dog carrier. So, hey, pecking it. But they have food in here. They have water in here, so I'm not concerned for their health and well-being. All just kind of perched up there. I've seen the Golden Comets a couple of times come in and go right out. No eggs. It's all just fake eggs. So, although this one's missing. Oh, there it is. The fake ceramic egg. But Michelle's so concerned about them. But I think they'll do just fine. It's only been a couple hours. We'll give them a day or two.
I wanted to be out.
I know. We are at 5 o'clock, and the Buff Orpingtons are still doing their own thing, and the Golden Comets are still kind of chasing them. So, I guess we'll still have this for who knows how long, but we're gonna just leave them as it is and see how things go over the next couple days. Waiting for our friends Joan and Doug to come over. Joan from Joan's Pointed Plate. We're going to have our reubens tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. The evening is complete. We had a fantastic time. Everything's kind of cleaned up. The cat's chilling out now. We actually didn't get a chance to do any video while we were eating or playing dominoes.
No.
But it was really fun. So Joan and Doug, great company, great people. Had a great time with them. Joan's rice pudding was so good, and she brought a zucchini bread that Michelle just fell in love with. Yeah, so she didn't have a bite of it until after they left, so she'll have to tell her another time how good it was. But we had a great time. We went out, we saw the chickens, we talked family, we talked childhood. It was really a great time, so we can't wait until the next time. But until then, it's late, it's 10 o'clock, and we're not used to being up this late. So it's time to go to bed. So have yourself a great night. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great night.